What's up, guys? Good morning. Another day. Monday morning, on my way to work. I tell you guys, I've been doing this for maybe, I would say, about 6 years now. I've been doing this Teamster shit. And I got a couple more years I'll be doing it. But it's not all cracked up to, be what you think it is. It's not, it's hard work. Just getting up early every day is hard work. Life is not easy, But, life is what you make of it. You got to do something in life to get by, right? To earn money, to provide for your family, provide for yourself, have a roof over your head. Listen, it ain't easy. I'm going to tell you something. From the first day I came home, okay, I never had it easy. I never had mommy and daddy to be there to help me. My parents never had money like that. My parents never owned a home. So I never had mommy. Some of these people have mommy, they have daddy. At the age of 23 years old, I went to prison, for 6 years. So, and then I'm home a year and I'm back in prison a year later. So, look, my life was never peaches and cream, okay? So when I made my decision to cooperate, I made the best decision for myself. And if I didn't, I would have been in a position today by myself, looking back saying, what the fuck did I do? I just thank God for my children, thank God for all our children. And I tell my kids every day, I give them wise words. Like I just left my daughter and I told her, I said, be careful going to school. Don't trust nobody. Be vigilant. Watch people on the bus. Okay? Never ever walk near a car that's calling you over. Run the other direction. This is what I tell my kids. Because I tell you, you got a lot of evil people in this world. A lot of scumbags in this world. It is what it is. You got to say it the way it is. People are fucking scum of the earth. Half of the population in this world, seriously, are fucking evil people. And then you got the rest that are good people. But, so I'm on my way to work today. Yesterday was Father's Day. I had a good Father's Day. I went down to Roosevelt Field to Seasons 52. It was a nice time. I went with my kids, my girl, my mother-in-law. It was a nice time. I actually like Seasons 52. It's one of my favorite places. It really is. Every 3 months, they change the menu for the season. They have a summer season now. They had a nice watermelon salad. I had a nice pork chop, a couple flatbreads, crab cakes. My daughter had the filet mignon. She likes steak. My other one had a half a chicken. And the desserts are pretty cool too over there. So that's what I did yesterday on Father's Day, $400 later with the bill, But my kids got me a couple shirts, It's always like I remember when my father was around, I would go get him maybe underwears, t-shirts, socks. The same thing with me. Underwears, t-shirts, socks. That's all the kids get me. Underwears, t-shirts, socks. Every so often maybe a pair of sneakers or something. But I guess that's where we get our fathers, right? But I miss my father so much, I tell you. I miss my mother. I gotta go visit my mother at the cemetery. My father was he's not in the dirt, my father. Got the word. But anyway, my brother has my father. You know, the ashes. But today's another day. Looks like it's gonna rain out. One of those rainy days. I definitely have to try to find something more prosperous, making more money. I tell you, everything's so expensive today. New York, the rents, it's insane. I don't even know how people survive. And you know what? I feel bad for these people that don't have Medicaid, and you know, I really do. I feel bad for people. And you know, that's how I am. You know, I have a heart like that. I feel bad for people, you know, believe it or not. There's a lot of things I can film me doing good, but you know what? I feel when you do something good, you ain't supposed to film it. So there's a lot going on. A lot of things going on. Politics, family, work. Donald Trump is doing his thing, trying to clean up this country, man. He's got a lot of people against him, that's for sure. A lot of fucking stupid people against him. The guy's one of the greatest presidents in this lifetime. Kidding me, what he does for this country. I'm sure he's got his little, you know, he's a money guy. He's not the perfect guy. But as a president, I'm happy he's my president, for sure. And don't get me wrong, bro. I love Jesus Christ more than anything. That's my savior. I work for him. But he put Trump there to save this nation. This country's in trouble, big time. You see the garbage that's in here. God forbid. Imagine, God forbid, a migrant comes to this country and God forbid he kills one of your children. How the fuck would you feel about that? Me, I will go fucking ballistic. It's over. My life is over. Okay? Every fucking migrant I see, I would fucking hate. I'm just saying. You know? So, today, I got a run. I have to go to Manhattan. Then from there, I got to do some garbage today. Garbage is good sometimes. You know, every so often, we get some metal or steel. You could drop it off to, you know, the metal place. They give you money for it. So sometimes you make an extra couple $100 or something. It goes in your pocket. I tell you, everything comes in handy. Any dollar you make comes in handy. But I definitely have to find a new way. I just feel like I'm putting too many hours into this job. You know, you start off with 8 hours, then you go into overtime, and then you know what? I ain't got no time for myself. I got no time for my kids. So I'm definitely looking to do something else. I'm not sure. I don't think I can stay here too much longer. The money for me, it's not working out for me. I'm working maybe 2-3 days a week. So I will be definitely looking for something else. I can't survive doing this. I honestly can't. It's not enough money. And I hope someday I could probably go to another state. I like to get the fuck out of New York, I tell you. New York, like I've been here forever. I just want my kids to be happy. I want them to be safe. You know, for all our children. I want all our children to be happy and safe. You got this Diddy trial. What do you think about the Diddy trial? You know, Diddy is pretty much fucked. In all honesty, I think he's gonna beat the case. I think hitting him with a RICO was stupid. I think he's gonna do some time, maybe 5 years. He's not gonna do a lot of time. This guy's got tons of money. All these girls coming forward. Yeah, I feel for them. in a sense, but I don't like the fact that, you know, when you're plotting on somebody, you know, they're plotting on Diddy. That's what they were doing. They were plotting on him. All these girls are plotting on him. You know, I'm sure he wasn't the best person. I'm sure he was probably a horrible human being. But people were plotting on him. They got sick of him. You know, he had a big head. He thought who the fuck he was. And, you know, every text that he sent somebody, they saved it. You know, they saved it for this trial to put this guy away. You know, so far I didn't see anything with children. Him touching kids, where is it? If he touched a kid, the guy deserves to fucking die. Seriously, anyone who touches kids deserves to die. But I didn't see this yet. I saw him with the freak-offs, talking about freak-offs. Okay, you want to have a freak-off? That's fine. Yeah, you know, don't abuse your woman. You know, love your woman. Take care of them. You know, a lot of stuff going on. Ugly day today. A lot of clouds. There's another podcast that I want to give a shout out to. I think it's a good podcast. I watch it every so often. You got this guy, what's his name? Joe Barone, the Goodfellas podcast. If you can, check it out. I actually like the guy. This guy, I don't know how much of a street guy he is. You know, I think he was around a couple people. But the guy wore a wire. And he wore a wire for like a long time. I don't know, 15 years, 20 years, whatever the case may be. But I like his podcast. I like his style. I like his character. He seems like he's a decent guy. You know, there's not too many guys I like. You know, a lot of guys are just jerk-offs. You know. And then, you know, then it's people I affiliate myself with. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. People on YouTube. For example, you got Chris Casparosa, this fucking imbecile, big fucking moron that you are. I go on your podcast to say hello, and you're fucking telling me, hey Jimmy, kick rocks. Get the fuck out of here, kick rocks. How about I kick your fucking head in, you fucking moron? Get the fuck out of here, were you stupid? Kick rocks, fucking moron. I can't control what people do. Kidding me? I can only control what I do. Kidding me? I got a whole bunch of people that I talk with. There's some people I talk to, in all honesty, I don't even want to talk to some people. Really. I don't trust nobody. I feel like even if you're talking to somebody over the phone, they're fucking recording you. It's like this whole YouTube, bunch of fucking mental cases. Seriously. You try to be nice to people. People fucking put your name out there. They fucking smear your name. It's like ridiculous, seriously. Can't even fucking be nice to people. It's like everyone has an agenda. Instead of just doing the right fucking thing and being stand up, you know why? Leave fucking people alone. I don't get it. Seriously, I don't fucking get it. I don't know how that makes anybody money. You know, at the end of the day, I need to make money. I got to provide for my kids. I gotta provide for myself. I like to eat, you know? If it ain't making me money, I don't want nothing to fucking do with it. Yeah, I got this YouTube channel. It makes me a couple of hours every month. I get maybe $400 or $500 a month from this channel. It's nothing. You know what this does? It pays my cell phone bill. My cell phone bill is about $365 a month. My daughter's got a 16 phone. My other one's got a 12 or 14 something. I got a 16. You know, everything's expensive, you know. I try to, you know, earn a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. Everything helps in life. Everything helps. But I'll tell you this, you know, see how I went out to dinner yesterday? I paid for more than half of that dinner, okay? That bothers me. That really doesn't bother me because it was my day. You know, it's my day. Okay? You should make a plan for me like I make a plan for other people. You know, if it's Mother's Day, if it's someone's birthday, I make a plan for them. You know? But it is what it is. You know? I'm in a situation where I'm going to get myself out of this situation. 100%. And it's not a bad situation. It's just something where I got to get the fuck away. I do. I got to get away. I'm just tired of people. Tired of people. Everyone has their own agenda. Then I'm dealing with some narcissists. Some of you motherfuckers are narcissists. All you want to do is control people, complain, play victim, all that bullshit. But I'm gonna have a good day today. I woke up early. I'm on my way to work, getting a day's pay. I got my freedom, and that's what is most important. I lost tons of people in my life, tons of people. Yesterday I spoke to a dear friend of mine. I haven't seen this guy. He reached out to me after, I would say, when I was in Bear Hill. That was a long time. And we went over some stuff, you know. When I was in prison, I tell you, I had a lot of fist fights in prison. People don't know that. I had a lot of fist fights in prison. I was a stand-up motherfucker in jail. Seriously. And when I came forward, I'll tell you, it's not really something I wanted to do, but it's something that I had to do because the life I was living and the crimes I was committing needed to stop, and I needed a new direction, a new path in my life. I really did. And thank God I made the decision when I made it, because it was a smart decision. It wasn't stupid. Sometimes you gotta walk away from people. You gotta walk away from people. Not everyone's your friend as you grow up. You gotta sort people out. You know, Al Capone, he made a huge statement, and I always kept that in the back of my head. He said, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Think about that. 4 quarters than 100 pennies. He'd rather have quality than quantity. That's what I want in my life. That's what I put in my life. I don't trust people. I know people are a bunch of scumbags. I know that. I try to find the best in people. I do. And life ain't easy. I know that too. I'm saying, I know that. One day you're feeling good, the next day you can feel like shit and you're fucking dying. That's why you gotta enjoy life and live life every day to the fullest. Don't let no one else dictate policy to you. Dictate your own life. Fix your life up. You know, I never ever had a problem of I never really abused drugs. Back in the day, yeah, I did some drugs, but I never abused it. I never got hooked on drugs ever in my lifetime. I mean, my ex-girlfriend can tell you that. Anyone who knows me can tell you that. I was never into the drug scene. You know what I used to do all the time? I used to stay with my girlfriend in my room when I was a kid growing up. That's what I used to do. Stay with my girlfriend in my room and get laid. That's what the fuck I used to do, seriously, when I was a kid. And my friends would be roaming around, looking for trouble, doing drugs, selling drugs, all that other shit. I did some of that stuff. I robbed a lot of drug dealers. I robbed some banks. I did some foul shit. But I wouldn't have been in this situation, okay, if it wasn't for someone else making a huge mistake. And that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. And I felt for me to keep my mouth shut about that woman when she got killed, that would have said a lot about me, keeping my mouth shut. That's why I had to come forward with that. When my family